and welcome to another one of our music series, Beginner's Guide to Playing by Ear. Okay, today we're going to get into a subject. It's a little more complicated, but still we're going to make it very easy for you. And this is called modulation, or how to change keys while you're playing. How many times you've heard a song and they're singing it and they keep going up a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Well, that's called modulation. And today I'm going to show you a very easy way, if you practice, to learn how to modulate from one key to another key while you're playing. Okay, let's get into this. So some of the things we're going to cover today, as always, I like to do a quick review of your scales and chords. Then we're going to talk about the dominant chords in a scale, the 1, the 4, and the 5. And then I'm going to show you the pattern of modulation, and we're going to use a song called Hallelujah. I think we probably all are familiar with that song, the simple chorus, worship chorus, Hallelujah. To show you that. Okay, scales and chords review. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you always know that I break this thing down by the number system or by scale. And we're going to start with the key of C, as I usually do. And if you think about the key of C, it goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And it just goes from 1 through 7 notes and all the way back to C. And between now with each one of those, we can make a chord. And what do I mean by that? So if I start in the key of C with the first note C, I make a chord out of that, which would be the C, the E, and the G. And that is what I would call the 1 chord, and that is a major, C major. And I can take every note in that scale that I just played and make a chord out of them. And there's a pattern to this, and the pattern doesn't change. The first is always a major, like C major. The second is a minor. That would be a D minor. E, that's a minor. The fourth, which would be C, D, E, F, is an F chord, which is also a major chord. So we got the 1, that was a major. The 4 is a major. And we're going to go to the G, G, B, D. That is a major chord also. The 6th, which would be A, is an A minor. And the 7th is a diminished. I'm sorry, I played the wrong chord there for you. So that would be a B diminished, and then it takes you back to the C. Now the 3 chords we're going to concentrate on. Well, let me slow up. If you did not catch that, please go back to some of my earlier videos in the series, and it breaks this down in much more detail. But for today, we're going to concentrate on 3 chords in this scale. The 1, which would be the C, the 4, which is the F, and the 5, which is the G. In the key of C, those are your dominant chords. C, F, G. Okay, so you got that? And now, when we talk about transposing or modulating, we're going to now move this up to another key. Now we're going to go up a half step to the key of D flat. I know probably haven't talked a lot about D flat because most of the things I teach is in C. Don't worry about it because all this is patterns, and the pattern is the same. So if you look at the scale of D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and you're back to the D flat again. Let's play that scale one more time. D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and back to the D flat. So now we do the same thing. We're going to find the dominant chords in that scale. The 1, which is a D flat, and it's right there, or right here on the PowerPoint behind me, of what that scale consists, what that chord consists of. D flat, F, and an A flat. Next one is the 4. That's the next dominant chord or major chord, which would be a G flat, which is a D flat, G flat, and a B flat. G flat, B flat, D flat. The next is the 5, which is an A flat chord, which is made of A flat, C, E flat. So in the key of D flat, we got the dominant 1, D flat, 4, G flat, 5, A flat. Now, we're going to do this one more time. We're going to modulate up one more time, okay, into the key of E flat. Okay, you're like, where is E flat? You're confusing me. You confuse me. Stop it. You're making my head hurt. I know this may sound a little confusing, but it really isn't. Now, E flat would be that little black key right there. Because C, D, that would be E, C. And if I drop back a half step, that gives me E flat, okay? This will make sense as we go into the song. Trust me. Well, no, don't trust me. Trust God. Love me, trust God. All right, here we go. So in this E flat scale, we're going to play that first. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, and we're end up back at E flat. Let's try it again. E flat, F, G, A, B, C, D, and back to E flat. So now we can find the same thing, the dominant chords in that scale, which would be the 1, which is an E flat chord, E, G, B flat. We're going to go to the 4, which would be an A flat. And you say, how do I know that's a 4? Because when I do the scale, if I count the numbers, watch where it ends up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That A flat is the 4. If I continue on, B flat is going to be the 5. So the 5th chord is B flat. E flat, A flat, B flat. So there you have it. 3 keys, C, D flat, and E flat. And I've shown you the dominant chords in each one of those. The 1, the 4, the 5. Excuse me. So now, how do we use this to modulate? Well, here's the math. Here's the secret sauce. This is what you've all been waiting for. I wish I had a drum roll, but I don't. Okay, so what you want to do, you're going to play the 4th chord with the 5th note in the bass of the key you want to go to. You saying that made no sense. Listen, let me explain it. Let me give you an example. So if I'm in the key of C and I want to change to the key of D flat, well, here's what I'm going to do. In my song, after I play that C chord, now I'm going to play the 4th chord. And if you remember in D flat, the 4th chord was a G flat, right? And now I'm going to put the 5th note, which is an A flat in the bass. And then that takes me to the 1 chord, or the D flat. See how I did that? I was in the key of C. I'm going to go to D flat, so I'm going to play a G chord with an A in the bass. And now I am magically in the key of D flat. That's pretty much all it is to it. Very, very basic way of doing it. Now, there are other patterns and other musicians, and as you get more technical ways of changing and modulating. But this is a very basic way of doing it. So it doesn't matter what key you want to move into. If you know the 4th and the 5th in that scale, you can go to it. I will prove it to you. I'm going to go from the C. I'm going to go from there to what key? Well, let's go from there to the key of E flat. So what am I going to do? I'm going to play the 4, right? And in the key of that would be A flat. I'm going to put up the 5th note, which would be the B flat. And when I do that, guess where it puts me? Right in the key of E flat. Okay, now, to bring this thing home, we're going to play a song called Hallelujah. You know this. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Now what we're going to do, we're going to start in the key of C. We're going to modulate it up to D flat. And then we're going to modulate it up again to the key of E flat. Okay, you ready? You're not ready? Oh, you are ready. Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. You can follow along. My studio audience is sitting over here with me, so that's always good to have a studio audience. All right, so song Hallelujah starts in, we're going to start with the G. Right there. Got it? Hallelujah. And the C. I'll tell you what, I'll keep everything simple. I'll play everything in the root position. Hallelujah. Now we're going to go to the F. Hallelujah. Or the 4. We're going to go to the 5. So this is a G. Hallelujah. And then return back to the 1, which is the C. Hallelujah. I'm going to play that one more time just to be sure we got it. Hallelujah. I'm playing the C, the 1 chord, and we're going to go to the 4, the F. Hallelujah. Now we're going to go to the 5, which is the G. Hallelujah. And back to the C. Hallelujah. Now we're going to take it to the key of D flat, so we're going to modulate, and we're going to go to the G flat chord, and with the A in the bass. And now we're going to sing, Lord, I love you. Lord, and to the D flat, love you. To the 4, Lord, I love you. To the 5, the A flat, Lord, I love you. And back to the D flat, Lord, I love you. Got it? We're going to take it up to the E flat chord. We're going to modulate one more time. A flat with a B flat in the bass. And Lord, I praise you. Lord, I praise you. And we're going to go to the 4. Lord, which is the A flat. Praise you. Okay, to the 5, which is the B flat. Lord, I praise you. And resolve back to the 1. Lord, I praise you. Now, we can keep going with this. Let's say if I want to go to the key of F. See what I did there? I played the 4 in the key of F, which is a B flat. And I put the 5 notes, C in the bass. Da, da, da. Do, do, do. There you have it. How to modulate. How to modulate, and it's based on 4 pretty basic chords. The 1, the 4, the 5. Okay, enough instruction for right now. Thank you very much for listening. I want to thank you, and if you have any questions, or if there's something that you would like for me to teach, just leave a comment, or you can reach me at my website, or however you can reach me. But yeah, leave a comment below. To explain there's something that if there's something you have questions with, or with respect to playing by ear, and let me know. And also, I know there's a lot of people out there on YouTube making videos, and there's so many of us doing this now until it looks pretty easy. But you know what? There's a lot of work that goes into doing these different things, instructions. So always take the time to say thank you to whoever you may be subscribed to, and whoever, because even the most simplest videos, instructional video, takes quite a bit of work and things in the background, and just for your benefit. Okay, God bless. Thank you very much, and continue to give him the highest praise.